magazines. They were here long before social media, long before cinema, and guess what? They're still here, surviving and adapting. But how did it all begin, and why do magazines still matter today? This is Magnetic, and this is the brief history of magazines. Enjoy! Let's rewind all the way back to 1663 in what is now Germany. Here we meet John Rist, a Hamburg poet and minister who had a daring idea. He published a little monthly called this. Sorry, I also tried to learn how to pronounce it, but let's call it a defying monthly discussion. At first, it was just a showcase of Rist's poetry and reflection, but what made it revolutionary was its format. It came out regularly, with fresh content each month. Now, for the first time, readers could expect a publication that wasn't just a one-off book, but a recurring voice. Now let's jump forward to 1731 in London. Here, a publisher named Edward Cave learned something new: the Gentleman's Magazine. At first glance, it looked like another bundle of essays and reports, but Cave's vision was different. He wanted his magazines to be a storehouse of knowledge, and that's exactly where the word magazine came from. The French magasin, sorry again for my pronunciation, means warehouse. Cave imagined his publication as a warehouse of culture, politics, poetry, and science, a bit of everything all in one place. But what made the Gentleman's Magazine groundbreaking is that it wasn't just for elite, it was accessible, entertaining. Imagine that he also published early reports of parliament debates that at the time was forbidden. Now, fast forward to the 1800s, the Industrial Revolution changed everything. Printing became faster, cheaper, and more efficient. And suddenly, magazines weren't just for intellectuals, but they reached the growing middle class. And at this time, in the 1842 precisely, London gave birth to the Illustrated London News, the world's first illustrated weekly. Now people could actually see the events they read about: wars, royal weddings, scientific discovery, all brought to life through scratch and later through photography. Magazines became a true mass medium, both information and entertainment, rolled into one. Magazines began to specialize. In 1867, Harper Bazaar, we all know it, he launched in New York one of the first magazines dedicated entirely to fashion and lifestyle for women. It laid the foundation for modern fashion magazines. And then in 1888 came National Geographic, what started as a technical journal for photographers and soon transformed into something extraordinary, a window to the world basically, through breathtaking photography and vivid storytelling. And together these magazines proved that print could do more than inform, it could create a community of interest. And yes, we'll dive deeper into these titles in future episodes. Welcome to the 20th century, the golden age of magazines finally. This was the era when magazines didn't just report culture, but they defined it. Fashion weighed with Vogue. Under Condé Nast came a glamorous Bible of style and photography. Then in 1923 we have Time magazines that reinvented journalism with its concisive and authoritative news. Then we have the 1936 Life that revolutionized photojournalism, letting readers witness the world events through powerful full-page images. And by the late 1960s, Rolling Stone gave voice to a new generation, blending music, politics, and the counterculture into one cultural landmark. But this brings us to the 2000s and beyond, the digital shift. But this story deserves its own episode because this is where the future of magazine is being rewritten. And maybe, just maybe, where we can shape it ourselves. I won't say that magazines are dying, because they're not. What I see is resilience, reinvention. A media that still has the power to surprise, inspire and connect us in ways an algorithm never could. So, stay tuned. In the next episode, we'll dive deeper into this title and the hidden gem that make magazines so powerful. This is Magnetic. If you believe, like I do, that magazines still have something unique to give, drop a like and thanks for watching. Try magazines, seriously. They hit different.